comic. Hey, good evening. So an embarrassing thing happened to me today. Oh, I was out for dinner and the waiter came by, dropped off our entree, said, "Enjoy your meal." And without thinking, I looked at her and I said, "You too." So embarrassing. Well, then she came back to offer us dessert, and while she was telling us about it, I could see in her eyes her disillusionment and disenchantment with life. Like she was just done with it. She was all over it, you know what I meant? And without thinking, I looked at her and I said, "You too?" It's so embarrassing. We don't want to hear each other's suffering, right? You know? I mean, it's like, you do it, but keep it to yourself. You know what I mean? Just, yeah, I get it. We're all suffering. I hear you. Infant on the bus, sitting across from me, wailing your fool head off, audible over the sound of my headphones. Okay? I get it. You were born into a world that you didn't ask to live in, and you are only now just becoming cognizant of the fact that suffering is permanent and happiness is at best fleeting, if it can even ever be attained. But, keep it to yourself. Right? And it's like, elderly lady sitting directly across from me on that same bus. I get it. Your life is now nothing more than the sum of your regrets and mistakes, and you feel that you've imprisoned yourself and entrapped yourself through all of your missteps and wrong choices. You know, but I see you over there, sobbing intermittently, but keep it to yourself. And yeah, middle-aged man sitting right at the front of the bus, talking with the bus driver about your fantasy football league and how well you think you're going to do this year. Yeah, I get it. You play fantasy football. We're all suffering. I understand. Look, no one wants to hear about your suffering, okay? Struggling with depression is like going commando. It's best if no one knows, unless you plan on sleeping with them. And even if you are sad, don't tell anyone about it. If you're thinking about acting on it, definitely don't tell anyone about it. Because they will just snap back, "Oh, you shouldn't even talk about that. Don't joke." And you know what? You should go seek a professional out, you know? Just I don't want to hear about it at all. And if you are telling people about acting on it, you better follow through. Because nothing's more embarrassing than if you see them next week and they're like, "Oh, hey, Ian, right? Yeah? We met last week and you were talking about, you know, how you really can't go on anymore and you're thinking about ending it all. I can't help notice you're still alive." No, it's like shit or get off the wobbly stool, right? And they tell you, get help. As if like, yeah, that's gonna happen in this world, you know? I mean, help is a scam. We don't help others out for their benefit. We help other people to show off. Like when you're holding a door for someone, it's just to show how well you can handle that door. A lot better than you can, nerd. Come on through. And you size them up as they're approaching. You're vetting them to see if they're worth holding a door for, you know, if they're helpless enough. And if they walk right through the door and keep going and don't say thanks, you shout after them with that sarcastic, "You're welcome." Man, holding doors, right? Yeah, and then you have the one where you're just walking through and you just give it the little push so someone can follow behind you, you know, because if you didn't, they would just be left outside on their own, right? They couldn't possibly open a door. They're completely helpless. And that's why you want to hold doors, is to prove that you're not helpless, because that's the worst thing you could possibly be, right? And that's why we always mock babies, call them helpless. "Why are you teasing that baby? He's totally helpless. He can't hold a door. Leave him alone." Ooh. It goes harmless, then helpless. If you're harmless, at least you're not doing anything. You're just not doing anything at all. If you're helpless, you are causing others misery. Below helpless is in the way. If you're in someone's way, you're on par with a war criminal. But if you're helpless, realize that there is always time to make a change. Remember, when God closes a door, He opens a window. And remember that God doesn't even hold doors for people, folks. Come on. I think that's why we're so scared of robots, right? Not human enslavement, not the robot uprising, not chaos theory. We're scared because they're so damn helpful. They're going to make us look like jerks. You know what I'm saying? So if you need help ever, keep it to yourself. Thank you. Yeah, it is a crazy, crazy world out there, you know? But it's all part of evolution, right? Evolution is random. Evolution is a coin toss, right? Heads you win, tails you lose. And I just want to impart a little wisdom, right? Because knowledge is power, and power corrupts. So the more you know, the bigger an asshole you are. But as far as I see it, there's two types of people in this world, and I want to sleep with them both. You know what I mean? But you know what? If you ever have those kinds of urges, if you ever feel attraction towards anyone for any reason, kill yourself.
It was a dark and cliched night.